Derricos! I'm Karen.
And I'm Deon.
And we have 11 amazing children.
Sounds like a herd. It sounds like a herd of horses.
We've had 4 sets of multiples back to back.
That's right. We've had multiples.
I've been pregnant 6 times, and all of my children were naturally conceived.
You're pregnant again?
Yeah. After our first 2 children, we had our twins, followed by our quintuplets.
5 babies.
Then twins, and now I'm pregnant again with triplets. They're multiples, just like you all are.
You like it, man? Having 4 sets of multiples back to back, it's like getting struck by lightning while getting struck by lightning.
So, how are you guys doing?
We are doing good. Can you see us good? Are we close enough?
You're fine.
Okay.
Good.
Gotta be like, huh?
Yeah.
Congratulations on your show.
Thank you so much.
you.
It is an absolute joy for us.
Yes, it is. We're super excited.
You can tell, and you guys both you keep it so positive, you stay so positive. Are you like that all the time? Is it like just how you have to be with
We have to
Yeah.
be, and we're like that the majority of the time.
Yeah.
And whenever one of us slip, because one of us will slip, the other one will remind the other one, like, hey, we got to keep it positive, because we've really affirmed knowers and believers of speaking things as though they were.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. I actually just got finished refreshing myself on the 2nd episode. So that episode, you see Deon is a little bit worried and stressed out. So I was like, it was kind of good to see that, because going into it, you're like, these people are just having all these kids and they're not even worried about, obviously most people would be concerned and stressed and anxious. So to see that and know, like, okay, he is like everybody else. Like,
Yeah.
he's not like Superman. He's not just a man who just doesn't worry that, nothing will go wrong,
Yeah, no, I'm not Superman, and she's not. she's Wonder Woman, but she's
she's Wonder Woman.
yeah, but she's not.
Yeah.
But no, we definitely have moments as anyone. But I learned years ago from my godmother, Eve Brooks. She told me, she says, you should never have a complete day that's bad. It's okay to have moments in a day, but the whole day should not be bad, because there's too much of a gift of a day. And so that stuck with me and resonated within me. And so to this day, we practice that. We'll have a moment, we bounce out of it. So you happen to see me during one of my moments.
Right.
Yeah.
You guys both were under a lot of stress during this last pregnancy. It can't be easy with the multiples. Both, you have, for what we see on the show, 11 kids at home, and then the triplets that you're concerned about delivering. Now, we see the triplets on the show artwork. So as anxious as everyone gets watching, we know ultimately the babies come home.
Right.
Right.
How has it been with 14 kids at home?
We just add to it. We're used to it.
Yeah.
Used to a large amount of children, and we just add them in. It's kind of like falling in line with the rest of it. So yeah, you just you add to your schedule, add to your day. We run things by each other. What's the schedule? We talk to the children. We devote time. I mean, it's really not as chaotic as what people would think. We welcome it, and we are so organized in it. And I think that's what helps too. It's like we're organized in it, and we're not like just running around the house trying to figure out what do we do next.
So, and a lot of our challenges come from outside the household. We say that all the time. Doctor's appointments, if they cancel a doctor's appointment on us, or we make a trip, we decide not to prepare dinner, and I make a trip to go pick up dinner, and then the restaurant has closed.
Right.
You have no idea how that throws us off our square. You have no idea.
I can imagine.
Yeah, so it's been, especially with the pandemic going, there's just been a lot of uncertainty with the banks. I get to the bank and the bank is closed, and I have to make rental deposits. It's things that you would just not imagine like that. But here in the house, when you start having children, when you get past 3 or 4, it really is like you don't really see it until you get that grocery bill or until you get that electric bill. You don't really see it other than that. You know, it's like another child. Okay, come on. Okay, come on. Yeah.
So is 14 it?
Gotta stay tuned. You just gotta stay tuned. You know, it's, you know, we always say it, and it's really is the truth.
Mm-hmm.
We had a hard time sustaining the pregnancies. My pregnancies has been really hard. I would always get pregnant but couldn't sustain it.
Yeah.
And when you prayed for something for so long, I just feel as though, who am I to say, okay, now I'm done? And I know to each their own, but this is something that I had no control over.
Yeah.
And for God to, I feel, allow me to be able to sustain my pregnancies and then bless me to have multiples on top of multiples, it's only a blessing. And I don't want to come off and say, okay, God, I'm done now, no more, I'm good.
Right.
You know, it's like, no, I feel strongly that we have given birth and may potentially give birth to the next person that's going to, or the person that's going to cure cancer.
Right.
But, you don't know. So we have high hopes for all of our children. And, you never know what God has put you on this earth to do.
Because understand, this was just a desire that God had sown into both she and I to have a large family. We did not have it planned for multiples or traffic jam, if you will. No, this was just something that she and I, in my world in Detroit, and in her world in South Carolina, in King Street, we both, not having no idea that the other one was alive, had this in us. And then when we came together, that's when it's like what you're seeing now are the stars, the shining from what was created way before we even knew what was going on. We had many challenges, of course, up to this point. Like she just said, she had 4 miscarriages. She had 2 miscarriages.
Before you had Darian, right?
Right.
Before you had one child, you had difficulty having children. And then now it seems like the eggs are just drop.
Yeah. It's like, boom, there you go. You have it now. Now I have, you go from having what my doctors refer to as secondary infertility, which is you can get pregnant. It's just sustaining a pregnancy. So now I have overactive ovaries. So now it's like, okay, up to 2, I'd rather have the overactive than
Well, you've got to be giving people hope who might have experienced like a miscarriage to know that they might actually be capable of having twins, triplets, quintuplets. With the quintuplets, was that your 4th pregnancy or your 5th, the quintuplets?
That was my 4th.
Wow. So when you found out you were having 5 in one go, what was the reaction to that?
See that? He fell out. He fell out, and I'm sitting here like, how in the world am I going to breastfeed 5 babies? I knew I'd get through it, but it was just like, whoa. I breastfeed all of my children. So it was kind of like, how in the world am I going to do this? And, so I just, hey, come on, let's get healthy babies here first, and I'll deal with that later.
We were in total shock. I mean, we were in total shock. It was like the best parable I could give is as if someone had told us we were billionaires from overnight. It's like it took a minute for it to resonate that this was us. I mean, it was mind-blowing. It was mind-blowing, and especially this isn't a normal within the African American community. So that was even more mind-blowing. It was just, how did this happen? We were really sort of looking at each other like, what happened?
But I know you guys are believers, so once you knew that, it was like, well, His will be done.
Exactly.
How did you celebrate the news?
Texting. I mean, everyone was in disbelief, but we couldn't get it out enough. We were trying to get it out to the world that, can you believe this? I think we were doing it in hopes of, by telling other people, we were hoping that their energy would bounce back to us and maybe give us some type of epiphany. Because it was mind-blowing, literally mind-blowing.
It is definitely mind-blowing.
So we're prepared for anything outside of that. I mean, what's up? Anything.
So you go through the shock of, oh my God, I'm pregnant with 5. And then you go through, now I went on 5 to be healthy. Yeah. And then so it's like every day, it was like, everyday ultrasounds and going through that. And when you finally get to that day of giving birth, like I did, I went past full term. I went 32 weeks and 2 days. And so,
term for quintuplets.
for quintuplets,
Yeah.
And it was just like, oh my God, today is a big day. You know, it was super. And I never know what I'm carrying, like the genders. So
Okay, you don't want to find out. So you knew already.
I knew.
And I always tell the doctors, hold the baby up, let me try to look over and see, you know. But and they do. It's so wonderful to feel like, okay, I got one girl, I got two,
And it's exciting for me knowing that she don't know. And like if she and I, if she says something and it pisses me off, I say, okay, I'm gonna tell you what the sexes are. And she said, okay, I'm straightening up. I just love to be there in the room when she finds out and know what she's guessed. Like, you know, she'll guess what she thinks the sexes are. And I'm thinking to myself, girl, you way off. You know, so when we get there to the delivery room, it's very exciting to see her learn for the very first time, and then to see the tears in her eyes of joy. That's the absolute best gift for me.
I love you guys' energy. It's like so, in fact, just your smiles and also just your chemistry.
Yeah.
How do you make time to be alone, like to even make these, you know, more children? Like,
we make time. We make time.
For that. No, we're really, really best friends. I mean, you already know when you're with your bestie, you can do it, you know, y'all can laugh and talk, y'all can eat ice cream and spark a conversation and have fun. And that's how it is with he and I, except we're married. You know, it's a difference with it. And so, you know, that's what we do. Our schedules and stuff are really great with our household. So our children are all down by 8:30. And at that time, we watch a movie, we sit down, play a game, we just sit and laugh and talk, we get caught up in the day. And his mother lives here, Gigi, as well. And so she'll come by.
She moved to Vegas. She left Detroit.
Yes.
Yes, she left Detroit, and she moved to Vegas. So she's actually here with us in the home.
Yes.
Okay, that was the other question I was going to ask was like, you don't have enough help. I know Darian is a teenager, but you just, and I saw you, Deon, in episode 2, you were looking stressed out. You had all the kids and they were all making noise and playing.
Girl.
And we still don't have enough help. We have Gigi here, we have Eric sometimes, and then her mother, Mary Carter, my mother-in-law, she'll come up from time to time, but we still don't have enough help, believe it or not.
Right.
We just, you know, we make the good of it. And our help, again, is outside. Like, every time I need someone to go get groceries for us, or things that she may need regarding their schooling, you know, so we just need help in those areas. Actually, in the house, we have this.
Right.
It's all the things that we can't control that operates outside of our home.
Taking them to activities and all of
Right.
that.
Yes.
I can understand that. Especially like, I saw y'all had the church band, but now it looked like you need 2.
We do. We have 2 bands.
All right.
Because we had a 15-passenger van, which was perfect. So we had 2 open seats, one for my mother and one for her mother. So then when we had the last set, of course, the triplets, we now have 1 seat. We're missing 1 seat in the 15-passenger. So now back to driving 2 vehicles until I purchase us a transit van. So I'm working on the transit van now.
Yeah, we're working on 2 big purchases, a new house
and a transit
van.
Yeah.
Have you gotten any help? Because I know sometimes companies, they see people with multiples, and I'm assuming, have you guys won any type of record? I feel like you've broken some type of record. I mean, you're right up there with Father Abraham, Deon.
Father Abraham.
No, we have had to. I mean, it's a blessing. I mean, it's a blessing. But we've endured this the old-fashioned way, just figuring out. Thank God we're excellent money managers, so we've been putting money aside for certain things. But no outside help.
Pampers ambassadors or something. Pampers.
Now, Pampers donate to us when we first had the quintuplets.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, when we had the quintuplets, which was a huge help.
Yes.
But as a whole, I guess being used to just she and I, we never even looked for outside help. It's just, we did what parents do every day. We represent parents across America, whether they're a dual couple like we are, or whether they're single parents, they make it happen.
Yes.
And that's the same thing we've been doing. It's making it happen.
Gotcha. I wanted to play like a little game with you since you have so many, and they all got
love games.
They got D names, so I want to know if I say a superlative, you tell me which child fits this. So,
okay.
Which child is your most quiet?
I would say Darius.
How old is Darius?
Darius is a quintuple. He's 6.
Okay. And which child is the loudest?
Oh my God.
All of them. No. The loudest would be Denver, Derrico.
Oh yeah.
Denver, Derrico. Yeah, Deon.
Deon.
Yeah, Deon.
Yes.
Yes, Derrico, Denver, and Deon would be the loudest. They all can be loud, understand?
Yes.
But just the loudest, I would have to say those three.
And who is the most obedient?
All of them.
All of them.
Yeah, they really are. They really are. All of them.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Well, other than the triplets, other than the triplets.
Yes, New York. They
Sometimes they'll run a ring around us from time to time because we're so busy focused on either the older ones or the babies. They're like right there in the middle.
Get in there.
Yeah.
Okay, and who eats the most?
Oh my God.
Darian,
Darian.
Derek, Deon.
Yes.
Darian, Derek, and Deon.
They have expensive taste and they eat a lot. They're like, girl, calm down.
Yeah.
Okay, who is the best dancer?
Dallas.
Who?
And Deon.
Oh, yeah, and
Dallas
Deon.
and Deon.
Okay, and who's the best singer?
I would say it would be Dallas, Denver, Deon, Daisy, and Dayton.
Most of the twins.
Yeah, most of the twins
And the twins.
So Derek and Dave, they're sort of reserved. They're getting to that age where it's like, yeah, we don't do that. We're gonna sit back and watch y'all. But for the most part, the rest, which is Dallas, Denver, and all the twins.
Dallas and Denver is like, what do we nickname them? Jimmy Jam.
And Terry Lewis.
Those two are like that. I told them they're gonna do that for Halloween because they literally will write songs and then incorporate, like they do it all the time. So the songs you've heard, like "Happy Birthday, Gigi," and "Happy to Be Me."
That song resonates in my head. It rings in my head day and night.
Wow. Okay, enough of the game, I guess. I want to ask you about the D names. Like, do you ever regret giving them all D names? Because I saw you once, Karen. You were like, your name starts with a D.
Yeah, like you know I'm trying to get to you. Your name begin with a D. Like, don't make me have to go through this. I know, no regrets at all. Something we had already talked about, prior to having children. Derrico is triple D's, and so we were like, yeah, sure, we'll carry it on to that, carry on that tradition. And we named Carter because that was such a unique situation. It's my maiden name, and I wanted to stand out in that situation. And I didn't want to name him a D, and then by the time we go through calling all of our children names, and he said, oh, what happened to this one? And I have to keep retelling the story. So now when you hear Carter, okay, he's the one that passed away. But all of the D's, it derives from Derrico here.
Yeah.
Okay, got you. Now, I know you guys said you're never gonna say enough is enough. Have anytime has your doctor said, like, Karen, I really need you to think about slowing down?
No, my doctor has not said that to me. Of course, he's always genuinely concerned how am I doing my pregnancies. But to be honest with you, I've been really, really blessed to carry my pregnancies good. And I don't get the side effects of a pregnancy that most women get, like preeclampsia and diabetes. Yeah, it's really a blessing. I've carried all of my pregnancies successful, even having all the multiples that I've had. And I've been blessed to never have any of that. I only have morning sickness. Yeah. Morning sickness, I have a cyclage done. That's between week 12 and 15 to help hold the babies in. But I've been blessed that I literally have morning sickness and I'm on bed rest.
Yeah.
So that really plays a deciding factor in to continue to have more children.
Yeah.
Now, when your trailer first came out, I saw people passing it around everywhere. Have you gotten celebrity fans? Any celebs that you've seen that you were like excited that they're watching the show?
Not yet.
No.
We've had some blue check people follow us and inbox us.
I just got a blue check.
But no celebrities as of yet. No.
No, we know they're out there. We know they see us.
Yeah.
They're busy. They're in high demand as well.
Yeah.
So.
Did you guys get a blue check yet?
No. We're working on that.
Working on it. Yeah, you guys folks at TLC to get on that.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes.
And what has it been like being part of the TLC family? Because I know you're not the only family with multiples on that network.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
TLC, we absolutely love being in the neighborhood with TLC.
Yes.
They've been very, very good to us. Not that I feel that they're any different with us than any other family that's been on there, but just being a part of, it's almost like I think it's their way. It's just their way. And so we were very, very happy to know that that's who we were going to merge with.
Yes.
They're cognizant of what we need as a family. And what we need is being just a diverse family as well. Right. So it's been an absolute pleasure being with them. We can't say that enough.
Right, absolutely.
Awesome. So you said you're working on new vehicle to fit all the kids and new home.
Yes.
What's the must-haves for the? Let's talk this. Let's manifest this.
Yes.
What are some must-haves?
Let me start on this house, girl. Let me start.
Let me know. What does this house have to have? This new house.
This house have to have at least 9 bedrooms.
9 bedrooms.
Minimum. And no HOA, because every we've owned up till now has been in an HOA community. Yes. And I told her no more HOA houses, and then we need a transit van. And I don't want to have to go through getting a letter from the HOA saying that the transit vehicle. Yes,
right.
Yeah. So go ahead.
State-of-the-art kitchen. We need a dining area that's long enough, to have all of us sitting there. We need a huge yard. We need about 2 acres?
Yeah,
about 2 acres of land.
Minimum, 2 acres minimum.
Yeah, the laundry room needs to be a laundromat itself. Okay, needs to have that.
So you need 6 washer dryers.
Yeah, I need one commercial of each so I can do everything.
And wait. And we want everything on the first floor, no upstairs, and we want the children's playroom to be literally on the opposite side of the home.
Soundproof.
And soundproof.
And then we need to have another house in the backyard built, maybe a 3-bedroom house. That's for our mothers, that's for our guests.
Yes.
That's what we need. Nice pool in the back. The kitchen needs to be state-of-the-art, but that's his domain, so I'll leave that part alone.
The playground back there too?
Yes. Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And I need to have a state-of-the-art classroom. I gotta have a classroom in there where I'm teaching, because that's my background, is early childhood education.
And she's very good.
Thank you.
Yeah, and she does an excellent job. Even the classroom right now that we have, of course it's small, but just watching the time and the love that she put into it. I mean, she's a teacher. She's literally a teacher. It looks just like a school a regular school. So yeah, a state-of-the-art classroom would definitely be top of the list for her.
Okay, and then you said a transit van is what you want for the vehicle?
Yes, so I am I got my license from Detroit Public Schools in Detroit, thank God. So I'm a licensed CDL bus driver.
Oh, wow.
So isn't it funny how God worked all of this out? I cut their hair, I'm a bus driver. She's a flight attendant, so she has the evacuation plan in her head. Yeah, but a school teacher. But so once you go past a 15 passenger, it automatically sends you up to requiring a CDL. Oh, wow. And I have the CDL. So a transit van anywhere from 23 to 24 passengers is what we need, because right now, taking the 2 vehicles, and now we have all the diaper stuff and the diaper bag and things of that nature. And with my mother, her mother, and Eric, we now need to go into a 3rd vehicle. So it's just a lot. So with a 23, 24 passenger,
have everybody in one vehicle.
Exactly.
I can't drive it, girl, so I'll just put the word out there for my Mercedes GL5 Coupe, and I'll just run errands in my own car.
Mommy,
You'll drive that.
Girl, speaking of
yes, I gotta have my own. I feel like I'm Queen Bee.
I think you deserve it. That should have been the push present, Deon.
Well, I'm working on it. Give me a break.
I'm just teasing. Well, I'm out of time. I had an amazing time with you guys.
Thank you.
I definitely wish you the best with the show and the children in life. Everything. I hope you manifest exactly what you're looking for. That ranch style mansion with the 9 bedrooms and the laundry.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
It's been a pleasure speaking with you.
Thank you for having us.
All right. Have a great weekend.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.